time to get the party started. Can we please make a... Sorry, one minute. Can you hear me? Is it just you though, Deb, or is it everyone? That's better? Righto, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started. Can you please make a big welcome for the bridal party? We've got, to start, the beautiful bridesmaids, the lovely Leah Forbes, the gorgeous Tasha McCarthy, and the lovely, cheeky, yet honest Alicia Mackerel, the maid of honour.
Fighting out of Dylan's corner this evening, weighing in at 175 pounds, we have the best man, Jake Mitchell, with the groomsmen, Daniel and Luke Nolan. Throw your hands together, guys, come on. Now let's get rowdy and please make welcome for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Dylan and Jessica Noel. Just before we get stuck into the night, we have a little bit of housekeeping to tend to. Jess and Dylan's greatest fear is that someone was going to get lost or hurt tonight. So it's our job to make sure you're all well informed and as safe as possible. Even if you've attended a few weddings in recent times, please indulge my good friend Louis here and pay close attention to the following safety demonstration. That's going to be no good at sea. I'm glad we got that one here. To make sure you don't miss any important messages, please ensure your phone is switched onto silent and your camera function is activated. The exits to the building are located here, here, and here. The toilets are located... Thanks, Louis. In the unlikely event of a long or boring speech, you may wish to adopt the brace position. You can do this by opening your arms and leaning as far forward as possible, resting on the table or person standing in front of you. Please ensure that your glass remains full at all times. Fill your glass first at the bar before assisting others who may be having trouble around you. For your benefit, there will also be roaming crew providing culinary delights and beverages also. Before you disembark tonight, please take the time to complete your assigned page in the guest book located at the gift table. Where's that one, Louis? Thank you. Here, you'll also find a Polaroid camera on the table, and the married couple would love each guest to attach a photo to the message in the guest book. Because there are only so many of us tonight, make sure you get in early. And finally, in the likely event of a memorable moment being captured and you're planning on going to the effort of putting it onto social media, please adopt the hashtag. Hashtag Dill caught a mackerel. I repeat, Dill caught a mackerel. This ensures that the lovely bride and groom can track all the photos from the night and when they get a chance to relax and unwind. Thank you for your time and please enjoy a safe and memorable night. Dylan and Jess are now going to cut the cake. So this is a photo opportunity. Please get phones, iPads, Samsungs, Blackberries, Nokias, or whatever you have out for a photo. Thank you. So feel free to come up if you've got room and take a photo, guys.
Two, three.
Did you take me to a fitness model? Fitness model.
Wait, hang on, one more.
The one that goes to that, what's that show? Whose phone is that? Mine.
Karina's. Oh, it's like a Samsung. 1, 2, 3. That's the best one.
Samsung. Thanks, Ben.
His phone, it's like a Samsung or something.
Right, everyone, gather around. Alright, we're going to move into speeches now. We're going to get right into it. But first of all, we've got a few telegrams for those who couldn't get here tonight.
Sorry I couldn't be in attendance for your wedding. No doubt you'll be having the most wonderful day. All best wishes for an amazing future together, Julie and Ross Higgins.
We'll miss your constant service. It is impossible to replace a customer so loyal. Best of luck. Love the ladies at 2 Elements Massage.
Interesting. Dear Jess, I hope that now that you're married, things will not change between us. I love the way you put your hands all over me and kiss me all over when Dylan is not around. You will always have my heart. Love always, Lenny. Okay, to the end of these speeches, please make welcome the father of the bride, Wayne Mackerel, to say a few short words.
Want to get Dylan a drink, please?
Hey!
Well, pretty hard act to follow these guys up the front. I'm going to try. First of all, Deb and I would like to thank everybody for coming along and welcome everybody here tonight and sharing this special day with Jess and Dylan. It's great to see so many people here that have been a very important part of Jess and Dylan's lives. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of Jess's grandparents, Liam and Kev. Welcome. And also, I know that Jess's other grandparents, Nick and I, would be very, very proud of Jess, the way you turned out and what a lovely lady you are. To Dylan's family and friends, welcome. And we know that you must be so very, very proud of Dylan. He's certainly come a long way from when I first met him. I actually thought he was a cleaner. But no, he just had a couple of tats on the arm. And on that note, Dylan, it does give me great pleasure to welcome you into our family. I think it's been 6 years since you turned up on that doorstep, didn't you? Yeah. And it's been a pretty good ride since then, hasn't it? Look, Deb and I and the rest of our family found Dylan to be very honest, thoughtful, always ready to give a hand, and he's also very humorous and unassuming. We had the pleasure of going to Vietnam with our whole family. It was about this time last year, and I found another side to Dylan that probably not many people knew about. However, most of you know, if I'm travelling, whenever I travel, I like to see the flight numbers, the time the flight's leaving, the full itinerary. I want to make sure everything's 100% right. On our way we head to Vietnam because Jess and Lisa have done all the itinerary. I wouldn't show Dad. I'm thinking this is going to be great. Anyhow, we got through it. However, we've hit Ho Chi Minh, flew up to Hanoi, not a hiccup, nothing. This is great. The girls are all right. Anyhow, I settled back into the hotel room on the 5th floor. Next minute the phone rings. Hello, Mr. McElroy. Yeah, who is it? It's Jimmy, your itinerary guide. He said, there's something very wrong with your itinerary. I'm thinking, yes, the girls are bugging this time. I'm going to have to fix it. First day in Vietnam, anyhow, I raced down. Five flights of stairs down the wind. Got down the bottom, lovely little Vietnamese lady, the concierge. She said, you wait, sir? I said, actually, I've come to see Mr. Jimmy. She said, sorry, sir, no Mr. Jimmy here. No, something's going wrong. Maybe Jimmy's got the wrong hotel. So I ran back up the stairs and got him and said to Deb, there's something like John here. And then, next minute, my phone rang again. Where you been? Just away on. I said, what do you mean, where have I been? Where have you been? He said, I was still downstairs waiting for you. So I ran downstairs again. Here's this lovely little Vietnamese girl sitting. And she said, you still looking for Mr. Jimmy? Yes, I am. Not here. Nah, no sign of him. Very well done, Dylan. Yes. Quite possibly the best Vietnamese impersonator I've ever seen. I get one up on this bloke. He's done pretty well. I've got a long memory. Dylan, honestly, Deb and I are so delighted that you're actually part of our family and you met Jess. It's been fabulous all the way through. And look, we're so happy to have you as a son-in-law, so thanks, Dylan. Well, that's all right. Thank me anytime. Now I'd like to speak a bit about my absolutely beautiful daughter, Jess. Isn't she stunning? Actually, I didn't have that written there. Jess, it only seems like a few years ago that we welcomed you into this world, and here we are at your wedding. Deb and I are so very proud of Jess in so many ways, and that, I think it was just alluded to before, that family means so much to Jess, and it does, 100%. You've always been a loving and loyal daughter to Deb and I, and you're a great sister and friend to Dan and Liz and Alicia and Matt. It's a quality that I admire at 100%. Anyhow, that's enough of the serious stuff. What's a wedding speech without a few stories about the bride's younger years? Sorry, yes, and here it comes. Jess, from a very young age, she had to, well, she was 7 years behind Lise, so she had to, when she was born, she virtually didn't walk, she ran. So that meant when she was trying to keep up, she had fall after fall after fall, resulting in many bruises and many stitches and many trips to casualty. So, like, it was regular on the weekend, just as was said before, she'd be up early, she'd be feeding animals, dressing them up in frocks or whatever, but then there'd be a fall. So in the casualty we go, get stitched up again. Deb and I were waiting for child welfare to come and have a crack at us. And we still swear our own innocence to that. Also, Sunday nights now, those of you that know, we used to live out at Delaney's Road. And Sunday nights at Delaney's Road were just fabulous. We'd all rock into town, we'd pick up, anybody remember DVD? We used to go and get a DVD and some ice creams and we'd go home and watch our Sunday movies. So we'd get this DVD, we'd all line up, the kids would be in their jammies, ready to go, and we'd settle in to watch the video, then eat the ice cream. One thing was certain, that Jess was always given this box of tissues, because Dan and Alicia always had their way. They'd come up with a video that was absolute tearjerkers, and Jess would be bawling her eyes out all night. Anyhow, Jess assured me she's strengthened up in that area, so Kathy had just given up on the hospital. As we all know, Jess is quite the animal whisperer. She's always had a great love for all God's creatures. Whether it be cats, dogs, lizards, anything that crawled, walked or hopped, was quickly picked up by Jess and tamed. She loves animals and she's always had a pet of some description. Even today, Lenny's the love of her life. Yeah, this is where I got... No, I'm just saying, this is where I got a bit confused because she meets up with Dylan, the best animal killing machine I've ever met. Some were waiting for me to say pig hunter, but I promised I wouldn't. Honestly, Jess and Dylan can clearly accept each other's qualities for what they are, and they respect each other immensely, so it's fabulous. Jess has always had that special gift and ability to include everybody and make everybody feel welcome. Jess has always been very humorous. She's great fun to be around. She's super efficient and always ready to offer valuable help or assistance whether it's asked for a month. Every opportunity. Jess, thank you for all the very, very happy memories we shared over the years. We look forward to sharing in the new chapter in your life. However, Jess, you'll still always be my little girl.
Love your work, Maya. Now can everyone please make welcome the maid of honour and Jess's sister, Alicia Knuckle.
Alright, I'll lower the microphone a little bit. Alright, good evening everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Alicia and I'm the older sister of our beautiful bride today. For those of you that do know me, will know that I'm the middle, more quieter sister. The day that Jess asked me to be maid of honour, well, actually, I sort of just assumed the role and then she asked me to be maid of honour. But I'm honoured to be the person standing next to you today. When I first started thinking about a speech, I was excited, but then I became very, very nervous. Jess and Dylan said they expected something special and suggested I do a rap. They laughed, I laughed, then I drove off that day thinking, well, we all laughed, but were they joking? I started to panic a little bit. Jess is actually the amazing singer and the only one in the family that actually can sing. I, on the other hand, was blessed with, well, more of my father's voice, so I'm just going to leave that one right there. Those of you that knew Jess as a child will know that animals were her everything. Jess would be the first out the door in the morning, feeding the rabbit, riding the sheep, dressing the dogs and chooks in her doll's clothes, and even colouring in the cats' noses with highlighters. And it all seemed so normal. A story that I don't think that we'll ever forget, and it's definitely something that is often laughed about in our family. Like most children, when it's time for a bath, first I should add that she got a little kitten this day, but like most children, when it's time for a bath, the best part is getting in the bath, flying up and down the bathtub to create waves. But Mum said to Jess this day, Jess, you can have the kitten in the bathroom, but do not get him wet, because that makes cats really sick. That was noted, and Jess went about her business, started making waves in the bathtub. After a little while, Mum heard these little footsteps tearing out of the bathroom, heading straight for the laundry. Then the clothes dryer turned on. Yes, that's right, the kitten was in the tumble dryer. Jess must have panicked when she realised the water went over the edge while she was innocently making waves, and then come up with her own little plan to fix it. It's okay, the kitten lived. The only small defect we noted from that day onwards, when the cat opened its mouth to meow, nothing came out. I still can't decide if it's Mum or Jess's fault in this situation. Probably Mum's. Jess, being the youngest, obviously got away with everything. But we're told that's all just part of being the youngest sibling, so Dan and I have managed to come to terms with that over time. And it took a little while. Dan and I would often use the age gap of 6 years to our advantage. Constantly stirring her, telling her that she was adopted, that her baby photos were actually just photos of me. Now I'm sure this made you the person you are today. This was all part of our plan and it was all just character building, Jess. Talking is definitely one of Jess's strong suits. There is never, ever, ever a silence when she's around. There seems like there's so much that we need to cover every day, and I wouldn't change that for the world. I made a promise that there would be no tears today, so Jess really is the type of sister that everybody probably wishes they had. As far back as I can remember, you've been the voice of reason, my biggest cheerleader, and by far one of the funniest people I know. Above all, you're a great friend, and I honestly don't know what I'd do without you. You have such a big heart, and we feel that throughout the whole family. I love you so much, and you'll always be one of my all-time favourites. You hear stories of bridezillas in the lead up to a wedding, because there are so many factors that have to be considered to make everything just right. Hairstyles, bridal party colour schemes, songs, venues, the wedding ring size, and even the pace that I was apparently walking at the rehearsal for the ceremony. However, on this occasion, I can safely say this wasn't our bride. Dylan really liked to make sure everything was right. Dylan, welcome to the family. I've always hoped that Jess would find someone that can keep up with her, someone that challenges her, makes her laugh, and enjoys the same thing she does, being outdoors. To finish up, Dylan, I'd like to share with you a few tips. Tips that are supposed to guarantee a long and happy marriage. Okay, clearly I had to Google these ones. Number 1, when you're wrong, admit it. And when you're right, shut up. But here comes the most insightful. Apparently the best way to remember your anniversary is to forget it, just once. Both of you are such good people, deserving of each other's love and an inspiration to all of us. I already have an incredible sister, and I'm doubly blessed today by gaining another brother too. May the road be long and the party never end. We all love you both and wish you both an incredibly happy and long life together.
Very well done, Alicia. Righto. Can we please make welcome Dylan's stepfather, Rod McGee, to say a few short words.
Okay, as I mentioned, I'm Dylan's stepfather. I've been for quite a few years now. I'm quite proud to say that I am. To Dylan and Jess, we have loved and cared for one another for a long time. Today makes it official. You are now a married couple. Tracy and I give you all of our congratulations. We hope that you feel the outpouring of love and support for both of you that is in this room today. The two of you are surrounded by people who are also happy and thankful to be a part of this special day. I think I speak for everyone here when I say thank you, and I hope that we have all helped in one way or another to make your wedding a day to remember. As Dylan's stepfather, I've always made it a point to let him know how loved and appreciated he is. He knows how much he means to me and how important he is in my life. So I thought that I would take the opportunity to sing my praises for Jess, Dylan's wife, and my newly coined daughter-in-law. Jess, you're absolutely beautiful today. There's no doubt about that. It's like watching your own daughter get married, and as of today, you're officially my daughter because you married my wonderful stepson. Thank you. As Dylan's stepfather, I'd like to thank Jess's parents, Wayne and Debbie, for raising such a wonderful young woman who will love Dylan so dearly. Nobody in this world can love him quite like you do, Jess. You seem to have brought out the best in Dylan. You make him so happy. For that, I'm eternally grateful. Congratulations to you both on your wedding day. At this point, I'd like to thank some people. Firstly, Dylan's grandparents, Gordon and Joyce. Each of them come. Gordon's been in hospital off the last week or so. It hasn't been real good health. And thanks, Gordon, for coming. A major contributor to Dylan's upcoming as a teenager was Pete and Helen Morrissey. They gave Dylan an apprenticeship as a fitter and turner at Brian Windmills, and for that put Dylan on the footing where he is today. So to Pete and Helen, thank you very much for your also to my father. He's had a bit of bad luck in the last, the family has in the last 6 to 7 months. Lost my father. He had a head-on crash with an international tourist Christmas Eve, and he's recovered from great bridge and whatever else. So Dad, thank you for coming along as well. Next, of course, comes your honeymoon, a fun and relaxing time for any married couple. A chance to enjoy the first days of being husband and wife, a real opportunity to get away from the noise, chaos and responsibility of life. Savour the time together and enjoy those peaceful days of your honeymoon. When you come home, the idea will begin to sink in. You really get to working on finishing your home and new life together. From now on, all decisions you make will be together as husband and wife. This does not mean that the fun times are over. In fact, it's only just the beginning. I'd like to change the glasses and I'll make a toast to Dylan and Jess. Thank you. Dylan and Jess. That's it, mate. Thank you.
Now, unfortunately, we have to put up with my older brother, the best man, Jake Mitchell.
Thanks for the introduction, Snook. After they've put up with your looks all night, I'm sure.
Good job.
Don't touch it.
Well, it was about probably 5 or 6 years ago. We were at home in Mordialloc up in Melbourne, and Jess was coming around to visit, and she was bringing her new bloke Dill around, and we were going to meet him. This was probably the first. This was probably the first time we got a taste of Dill's. Did you set me up here, Snoop? This was. And yeah, so this was. So this was the first time we got a bit of a taste for Dylan's energy and enthusiasm, which is probably his most prominent characteristics, really. He came into the house, we shook hands and we sat down and really just got the preliminaries out of the road. And I said, so what are you into, Dylan? You know, he's mentioned a bit of work. I said, what are your hobbies and that sort of thing? Well, I don't reckon I spoke again for about 45 minutes. And I walked away to go to the toilet and there was nothing I didn't know about being hungry. In fact, I got up and I looked at our golden retriever, this useless golden retriever we have on the floor, and I thought, geez, that thing would have a good nose. I knew straight away that Dylan had had a good effect on me. One of our next subsequent meetings was just after my 30th. We were all around at my sister Fee's place the next day for a bit of a barbecue, and Dylan and I were getting a bit of cabin fever, and I said, thanks mate.
And I said, Dill, what do you reckon? We'll take the dogs for a quick walk and we'll get out of the house for a bit. So we grabbed the dogs, took them down the street for a walk, and then I think it might have been about 12 hours later, Jess had to come down into Main Street, Mordialloc, and drag us out of the bar down there. And somehow at the end of that, I got Dylan to sign an employment contract with Mitchcon. I don't know where I filed it after all that, and in fact I don't even know how we got home. I think the trusty Rottweiler Barrow might have led us home. And that was really the start of a really good friendship and working relationship. You know, it was really good. We hit it off straight away. Had a lot of qualities in common. You know, but mind you, Dylan kind of shines out with some better qualities. You know, I was lost my train of thought there. Must have been Snooks played with me notes here, you see. Yeah, so anyway, Dylan eventually, you know, showed a lot of commitment and loyalty to Jess and made the move down to Melbourne, which would have been a surprise to a lot of people, which is a big move for such a country boy. And he moved into Mordialloc for a while, so I had a very good drinking companion for a few years there. I was very sad when they moved to Lara, but also glad that they had found a place where they could pursue the lifestyles that they enjoyed and start their lives together there. You know, Dylan had, probably in his younger days, he had a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy, and needed just perhaps a little bit of direction. This became apparent when he started work with Mitchcon, and one morning he had to pick up an air compressor and tow it to a spray. The spray was in Sorrento in the Mornington Peninsula, and I was kicking around in the yard in Brooklyn. I got a phone call from the customer at 7:30, and I was thinking, geez, the boys were meant to be there at about 7. I wonder what's happened here. And the bloke rang up, he said, oh listen, all the concrete pumps here, everything's ready to go, but there's no air compressor that they need for the spray. So I ring Bill to see if it is, and I don't know if he got a bit homesick or not, but he headed directly southwest from the yard, and he was in Queenscliff once again. Conveniently, he'd forgotten his wallet and left it at the yard, so I had to give credit card details to get him ferried over to Sorrento so he could do his spray. We were thinking, yeah, I wish I knew where I filed that employment contract so I could turn it up. But look, all that aside, it's certainly been a great few years getting to know you. It's been great, Jess. We've obviously seen you guys develop as a couple and now finally get married. And you're both in Lara in a great spot, you know, in between all your family there, and in a spot where you know you can enjoy the lifestyles that you like, and you can drag them away from all the Saturday nights with me. I think might have been quite a motivation for moving down there. But look, I just want to wish you all the best. I think you're a great couple. You complement each other very well, and good luck with everything. Good on you.
Rightio. Better get my new brother up on stage now. And have a few short words. So, Dylan, show us what you got, mate. You got sunset photos at 8 PM, so this is 3 minutes.
Rightio. I just want to thank everyone for sharing this special day with Jess tonight. Thanks, Wayne, Rod, Delish, and Jake, and also thanks to the MCs, Dan and Louie, doing such a good job tonight. To Wayne and Deb, thank you for welcoming me into your family. I feel very lucky. I promise that I'll do everything to be the kind of husband you've always wanted to be. Thanks for all your support over the years, and a big thank you for today. One of the things I love most about Jess is how much she loves her family, and I can see why. Dan, Liz, Leash and Matt, you're all pretty awesome, and I'm proud to be able to call you my brother and sister-in-laws. Dan, thanks for all the fishing tips over the years. I'd like to take you a pig up and return the favours. Jess loves having you as a big brother. She loves your compassion, your kindness, and your ridiculous sense of humour, something we all have in common. Jess and I can't wait to meet your little one next month. Leash, Jess thinks you're the most amazing sister and scares her how similar to Perry you are. Scares Matt and I too. Look out when you move to Lara. I'd also like to thank Dad for his support over the years. To Mum and Rod, what can I say to thank you? Without the two of you, who've been standing here as a fan I am today. Big thanks for the many years of love and support. There is nothing I would change for the skills I've learned and the support to push me to achieve those goals. Jess and I would also like to thank the two of you for today. And thanks to welcome Jess and the family, I couldn't be any happier. Emma, Luke and Daniel and Ryan, I couldn't ask for a better sister and brothers. Our friendship and support to each other is important to me. Emma, you're a kind and supportive sister and an amazing mum to these Nazis. Luke and Daniel, we've had a lot of fun over the years, all late nights together, hunting, fishing, camping, dancing. Ryan, what an awesome little brother you are. We can't wait to see what your future holds. Here's to many more adventures. And thanks for your involvement today, guys. To the bridesmaids, wow. You look amazing. Thanks for playing a big part in today. And for many years of close friendship and support, here's to many more. To the groomsmen, I must say, no concrete or mud, he's all scrub on the right. Thanks for standing beside me today. To the best man, of course, Jake, the trout. Mate, what can I say? It's only been a few years now, but it feels like a lifetime of friendship. From the fight nights to the few pots on a Sunday arvo, those sleepless working nights, and now business partners. I can't see us slowing down, and I can't wait for many more years to come. Thanks, mate. I have one last person to thank, my gorgeous wife. Really? I like the sound of that. Yes. Look at you. You're beautiful. Today's been amazing. Thanks for all your hard work planning today, and for putting up with me and my fussy ways. I just wanted today to be perfect, because marrying you is the biggest and the best decision of my life. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you, Jessica, Louise, Noel. Thanks again for celebrating with us today, and let's enjoy the rest of the night. Cheers.
Good job, Dill. I always knew you had a goey centre in there somewhere. Thanks everyone, that wraps them up. They're just going to take off with the photos, so go and grab a drink and start to enjoy. quick game to play before the bride and groom get a boogie on. Minimal response from the crowd. I've only got so much patience. Alright, shoes off to the bride and groom. What they're going to do is they're going to have one of each, and we're going to ask them a couple of questions. And if their answer is Jess, they'll raise Jess's shoe. If the answer is Dylan, they'll raise his shoe. We'll see how well they really know each other.
Who is Lenny's favourite?
Put that down.
Who has the nuttier family?
Who has the best hair?
That was a hard one for him. Who picks up the tab at the restaurants?
Oh. I need to answer. I'm honest, Dylan.
Who keeps secrets the best?
Hi, Mum.
Who said, I love you first?
That's so true.
Who is the grumpier person in the mornings?
That's a no-brainer. Got it.
Who is more likely to make the bedroom floor their personal washing basket?
Who is the most likely person to get sunburnt?
When you first met that fateful night, who made the first move?
What took longer, finding Jess's wedding dress or Dylan choosing suits?
Dylan. We had 3 trips.
Don't look at each other.
3 trips.
After a Barney, who was the first to come back and say, oh, I'm sorry?
Given you both have immaculate driving records, who is the better driver?
Oh, yeah.
Who wastes too much? Who wastes the most time on Facebook?
And finally, right now, who do you love more than anyone in the world? Thanks guys, you can put your shoes back on now.
Daniel.
So Mr. and Mrs. Knoll will now be having their first dance. Please make your way to the dance floor, and if everyone can follow in behind them, it'll be fantastic. Bridesmaid and maid of honour, please bring their special shoes.
Ready, God?
heart that I melted, I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my best. This and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Open up your plans and damn you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find love, love, love. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our God-forsaken right to be loved. Love, 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 love. So I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. Do you want to come on? Scooch on over closer, dear, and I will nibble your ear. I've been spinning way too long drinking my break it down. Girl sees you, hallelujah. Girl sees you, hallelujah. Girl sees you, hallelujah. Stop that funk, go give it to you. Stop that funk, go give it to you. Stop that funk, go give it to you. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Well, I could almost stop a few nights. See the starry skies. I wish you come with me. The sun seems to last for me. Oh, and I had a choice. Can't always wanna be there. Don't try the best days of my life. Everything on this city complete. We got a job to do. Spin a little down and driving. It's around here. Standing on your other foot. You told me that you wait for it. Only in my head. Keep you letting the sound of it. Don't try the best things of my life. Oh yeah. Back in the summer of '69. Whoa. Don't lose your life. Don't the good times.
Now, I've had a strange request. We'll do it after this song. It's a good Lee Koenig, and then we'll do it after this. These boys will be that.
Been seen in a smoky
Last week, we're actually taking bets on this. We've actually had to pay out in the bookies. Leah Forbes is now off the market after getting engaged in the week. And would you believe, Alicia Mackerel actually signed up with the NAB Oz Kickers and has done a full pre-season. Righto, Jess, I think we've got about as much attention as we're going to get. Someone keep an eye on Matt Grant and make sure he doesn't come through with the spoil. Rightio, 3, 2, 1, let it go. Hey! The bookies have played out, well done.
Yeah, that looked pretty rigged. We need a winning bed. I know someone. You sure do, Toto. Here's some Shania Twain. Let's go.
It's all about the ladies. It's all about the ladies.
feel like a woman.